to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. This is a horror story from a Reddit user. It was a hot, sticky summer night. My wife and I were in our early 20s and living in our first home that we bought together. We had a mortgage, car payments, and other bills, so we took on extra shifts at our jobs to make ends meet. This house did not come with central air, but it did have window units for the bedrooms. Unfortunately, those things are super expensive to run. So when one of them broke, we just kind of suffered through the rest of the summer. Needless to say, it was miserable. I was working 12-hour days, so I would get home around 6 or 7 p.m. Then I would take a shower, have some dinner, and go straight to bed. My wife worked a normal 9 to 5 job, so she would get home around 5 p.m. every day. The house would be stifling hot, so she would spend a lot of time sitting on the couch, just relaxing before she would take a shower and go to bed. Our bedroom was at the back of the house, so there was only one way to get to it. You had to walk through our living room. One evening when I got home, I noticed that my wife was asleep on the couch. I didn't think much of it since she usually did that after work. But I was a bit annoyed because I needed to use the bathroom and I had to climb over her to get there. I tried to wake her up, but she just mumbled something and rolled over. So I just went to the bathroom and went about my business. After I showered and changed into some sleepwear, I got back into bed and started reading a book. Maybe 5 minutes went by, and I heard some movement on the couch. I thought it was my wife getting up to go to the bathroom, but then I heard some more movement, followed by a loud crash. I got up and walked into the living room. On the couch was my wife. She was mouth open and eyes rolled back in her head. She looked like she was having a seizure. I don't want to be too dramatic, but this was how I imagined a person who had just died looked like. I instantly panicked. I don't know what I was expecting, but I started screaming for help. As I'm standing there screaming, my wife rolls over and opens her mouth, and then she starts to smile. I'm standing there, frozen in fear, and she just keeps smiling. After what felt like an eternity, but was probably only a few seconds, she gets off the couch and walks towards me. She was still smiling. I don't remember what I did next, but I'm pretty sure I ran to the bathroom and locked the door. I was shaking and crying. I don't know what was happening. Was she a zombie? Did she die and come back to life? Was she possessed by a demon? A little while later, my wife walks into the bathroom and asks me what I'm doing. I explained to her that she scared the hell out of me, and she just laughed and said that I was such a baby. She then went on to explain that she sleepwalks, and that sometimes she talks in her sleep. Apparently, she had gotten up to go to the bathroom and then fell asleep on the couch. She didn't know if she had talked to me or not, but she remembered smiling at me before going back to sleep. She sleepwalks, the mom warned. Don't wake her, the mom warned. At 3 a.m., he stood over his bed, mouth open, eyes rolled back. He screamed. She smiled, still asleep. Please subscribe to my channel.